5, 4, 3. I lied. The recording been started. I'm a douche.
Anal.
Hey,
Hard knock life.
So, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the OwlCast episode. Is it episode 3 of season 2? I think this is it's episode 3.
episode 2.
This is episode 3 of season 2. Anyway, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the OwlCast. For those of you who don't know, all I want you to do is to sit your pretty phone down, listen to us while you clean. Go. Just listen to it. In fact, listen to the OwlCast in the second tab. And then, just go pledge to my Patreon while you're at it.
That's what I used to do with porn.
What kind of... Okay. I'm not even...
Hey, I didn't... They don't need to know I draw that.
We did! You told them!
Oh my god.
Although everyone already
Big
knows
man,
I do that
yeah,
now.
Big man low-key wants everyone to know he does it.
I don't want everyone to know. There's some people that know that I wish they didn't.
Bigums is
AKA
like...
Tigger.
Yeah, Bigums is like 85%
Some people are just outright annoying with it.
Oh, by the way, for those of you listening to the podcast, I have the sniffles. I've been like this all day, so if I sound a little congested, I'm sorry. But this is the only way I can sound if I want to get the podcast out to you within a reasonable amount of time. So this is what you got. So this is the best I can do. If it bugs you, I'm sorry. If it doesn't bug you, then thank you, I love you. And if you're a real one, I don't think anyone does, but if you're a real one right now, type in the comments below if you're a real one right now. Type in nasal cast. Just for the one time.
I am really human.
So, the first topic on the day is going to be Dragon Ball Super. Last week we didn't start off with Dragon Ball Super, but this week I think we should probably start off with it because this week was interesting, and Pride brought up something before he left that luckily he's not here to argue, so we'll see. But I do want to bring up one of the topics of the podcast being that, like, Piccolo got eliminated this week for the podcast. Spoiler alert. I mean, not podcast, but Dragon Ball Super. Spoiler alert for those of you who didn't know. I think everyone knew this, though, honestly. Like, if you didn't know, then I'm sorry, but it happened. My question
If
to you
you're on
guys...
Twitter or YouTube for more than 5 minutes, you'll know eventually. There's no escaping them damn spoilers, no matter how hard you try. Luckily for me, I already saw the episode.
True that. So my question remains is just like, do you think Piccolo was eliminated, like, fairly? Or not even fairly, because Pride brought up a point that, I believe his name is, oh my god, what is his dumb name? No, he's not dumb, he's a cool YouTuber. Quaman. Quaman feels like Piccolo's one of the dumbest fighters, because he got defeated in what a dumb way, because he didn't think that the enemy was tiny, which, honest to God, I feel is one of the most, like, reasonable mistakes to make. But, I mean, also on the same note, you can sense energy, and I feel like you can tell the height of someone by their energy. I guess you could. I don't remember them doing that, but whatever. That's a thing that you might have been able to do.
Well, I mean, it's like...
I never thought of being able to... The sensing thing, being able to just tell how tall or short they are.
Yeah, however, if it's emanating from a small body, you should kind of be able to tell. Unless however, on the same note that Goku and Pals, when they emanate their energy can go up to a skyscraper in building size. So, who's to say that that's not the case?
I don't know.
I like how easily he was dealt with once he was discovered.
That's what bugs me.
I know.
Like that kind of bad pun, bad pun intended. But no, whatever. Well, the point still stands. What bugs me is the fact that what irks me. There we go. What irks me is this: the character, like, had no real, like, weight to it. He didn't. Yeah, he took out Piccolo or whatever, but he didn't feel like an actual threat.
I know. It would have been nice if they...
And that's only because Piccolo was just chilling near the edge of the ring. Why do people keep chilling near the edge of the ring?
I don't know. It makes no sense to me either.
I'm just gonna sit here near the edge of the ring here.
However, that is some BS that they... Okay, so in Dragon Ball, we all know that, like, the higher your power level are, the more, like, capable you are as a fighter and the less threats that you get in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the deal. That's some BS that they could kill him. Well, that casually grabbing him would kill him. That's some BS. Because
Really
on the realest of tips,
in one of the subs, they said they don't want to accidentally step on him and kill him, thus being disqualified.
Mm-hmm.
If he can be accidentally killed by being stepped on, how is he able to push Piccolo out of the ring?
better yet, how did he kick 17 from the center of the ring to the edge?
And how did he get?
Because
Gohan?
remember, 17 was not going to just casually go off. 17 was getting knocked a mile back off. There was nothing 17 could do about it. Goku had to come in and like, yo, I got you, bear hug, fam. Which that was a cool bonding moment we saw from 17 and Goku. Just a little hug moment. You saw that, but otherwise, that's just weird, you know.
Miss me with that gay shit.
A little man can just push people around.
Littlems. Bigums is now named. Did he even get a name? Damon.
Daimon.
Daimon. It's Daimon.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't exist anymore.
Oh my God, Bigums.
He doesn't.
So this
Just being real
episode,
here.
honest to God, this episode, if you had to rate it 1 out of 10, we're gonna go in order from Bigums down. So it goes Bigums. Pride's not here at the moment. He'll be here shortly. And you know, Sauce Scott Jr. and then you, Austin. So in that order, episode 1 out of 10. Go. What would you rank it, Bigums?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Austin?
I thought I wasn't going yet.
I know. I wanted to do that so badly. Huh?
4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. All right. On as a God tip in actual order though, I'm gonna go with probably a solid like. It wasn't bad. The animation was pretty okay at times. I'm gonna give it. It's nothing really that important. I give it a 5. It's just middle ground. It's nothing important, but it's nothing horrible.
The reason I chose 4 or 5 was because the episode was kind of boring.
I thought you
and
chose
the
4
threats-
because of the universe that got erased. I was like, boy.
Nope. And the threats the threats didn't really seem like threats. Like the little man who created illusions. Oh,
He did.
did he just shoot something at me?
However,
Am I
that's some
going
BS
to
though, because
Nah,
like
fit here.
that little dude makes no sense. Logically speaking, because again, he's making the. This is why this will get a 5 for me, because I like the creativity of it. I like the fact that we didn't just get another opponent who can just my power is X, and you can't defeat it. It was
He could have just. I wonder if like he could probably use that illusion on the entire tournament ground.
I thought he
'Cause if he
did
did-
because of how big the range was. Because like Goku was nowhere in that little bubble with Piccolo and Gohan, but then suddenly Goku's like having illusions and 17's having illusions. So.
Yeah, Goku was fighting Botamo.
However, that ability that he has is clearly not feasible early on in the tournament. It had to be done like later on. So I totally understand that. What I don't understand is just like, I don't understand. I do like the fact that this episode tried to be like different with the way that the powers work. They get easily, and we all know easily like, oh, it's a 1-on-1 fight. This person has this power. GG, suck it. You know what I mean? Like River Answer's this powerful. Suck it. Instead, we got something very interesting. We got more of a like, I didn't even get like take it to his ranking yet, but we got a very like, okay, this is a tag team attack deal, and it was very cleverly done. You know what I mean? They could have easily like did this, like, oh, the dude's illusions hit you and you can't hit the illusions, like that BS.
I thought that was actually what they were going for at first.
Yeah, which
Turned out, nope.
I appreciate the some form of the word logic being used and it making not perfect sense, but actually pretty solid. I don't understand
someone
how.
attacking under the cover of the illusions rather than the illusions being able to hit you, but you can't touch them.
Yeah.
Every time an anime does this, I'm like, why? What fucking sense does that make?
None ever. But that being said, Tigger, what is your ranking for the episode? Go.
I give this episode a good like 3 out of 10. Mainly because like the way I think of it is like animation was trash. Like most of like the episode, the animation was trash. And the way I thought of it was like, if you're gonna introduce
Did
these
you watch this episode?
Yes, I have.
This episode was one of the better like animated ones I've seen. Big ones, am I lying or?
No.
It was not as good as compared to the Goku versus Kale and Cauliflower
However,
episode.
that episode
wasn't
is
bad.
unreal. That episode's a 9, and then all the other episodes at best are like 8s. Like Gohan versus the Namekians is probably like what, a 7? But like after that, if you look at Gohan versus that one dude from that universe that got erased.
Universe 10, I think it was.
Yeah, like that episode was like a 3. Because that episode had horrible animation. And off-modeled and everything. Like, the 10 would be Goku going Ultra Instinct for the first time. And Kefla in that situation was a very more like...
Mr. Snaggletooth in that episode taking on Piccolo was like, I get you're supposed to be kinda strong, but you look unintimidating as hell.
And that animation, that episode was horrible. Yeah, so I'm very curious on why you gave it a 3 ticket. Because I compared to the
Okay,
episodes,
also, so it's like
did you
the
watch
main
it?
part of it, like I did watch the episode. The animation, like that wasn't the main like why I put it as 3. Like I
Okay.
put it as a 3 is because like if you have an invisible man, you have an insect that you cannot see with an eye or whatever. It's like, well, why didn't they eliminate anybody else? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yet again, I could understand why.
It doesn't
if
have
it
anything
wasn't
to do with
tactic.
animation.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with
No,
animation.
I'm moving on from that.
No, but you
animation.
never. I want to know why you think the animation
Oh,
was
you want
so
me to
bad.
justify it?
Yeah, because I'm very curious.
said
Because
justify it.
it didn't look bad to me.
No, I was saying the animation wasn't like the main reason why I gave it a 3. I just
Yeah,
said,
but you said the
let's
animation
know.
was trash.
Yes, I did say that. We're correct.
I'm asking like what scene was trash? Like maybe because I just like again, I watched the episode a second time before the podcast. So
Let me bring this up. So it's like in the fight, you can see Piccolo. You know how like Piccolo was fighting him? There were some like scenes that was iffy, where like Piccolo didn't look good. If you know what I'm saying. Hold on, let me bring this up real quick. So, anyways, while I get this up,
you're saying like moments where characters looked off model?
yes,
Because I
that's what I'm
rewatched
saying.
it, everything looked fine to me. So maybe again I didn't work with my glasses.
I saw-
Maybe I didn't see like the micro like cosm of it, but everything looked fine to me. That's what I'm very curious about. Because I'm just like, yo, the episode was fine. Like,
About the
it's
episode.
I don't think it's any worse than how Dragon Ball Super's normal animation looks.
Also, yes. Also, when Vegeta was fighting Pato Pesla, I can't. That was another, like, part where animation, like, bad. So, like,
I get what he's saying. The artwork was okay, but the actual animation was.
Oh, okay. So like the fluid of
That's
movement.
what he's saying.
Oh, okay.
The artwork was good. The animation was not.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Back to your main gripes, Santico. Like, what about like the invisible person? Because I can tell you why they didn't attack sooner, but I don't think you're gonna like the answer.
yes, no, I, like, so, the way I was thinking, like, if you have somebody that can, like, the fact that he, like, let's say the fact that he punched Android 17, which is, well, he was challenging Goku in blue, I feel like he should have a good 5 or 6 eliminations on his name.
Who, the bug?
Daemon, yes, Daemon, the bug.
You can't use Daemon early.
What?
There's okay. Here's the tactical reason why you don't use them early, and here's like the show reason. It takes too much to make too many characters on the screen. But here's the actual tactical reason
Correct.
why. If you have an invisible man, Tigger, in a game where it's endurance, they are one of the last 3 left, right?
Yes, you're correct. That was another tactic I was.
It wouldn't make too many sense, too much sense rather to just yeah. But it doesn't make too much sense
yeah.
to like have them show themselves because the second they were revealed, they were dealt with.
Yes, I mean that was another thing. If you have an invisible man and like a bug that nobody can seize, and like you know what I'm saying, it's like what's like, you were correct. This is literally the endurance game. This is not he's open, go attack him. No, because earlier we saw Goku versus Jiren, how everybody stopped and fought. In all honesty, like they don't. How should I say this? It's like if you know that you're gonna get beat by somebody like that, what's the point of fighting? Okay? Because the way they did it, like Daemon, he was acting super stupid. You don't go, okay, hear me out. Let's say I was that small, alright? You, Big Man, and Austinton were near the edge, alright? I managed to knock Big Man off, alright?
Mm-hmm.
I hit you, you caught yourself, and you brought yourself back up. Austinton, I kicked him a mile away, and you caught him out, okay? Now, here's a thought. that means something is out there, correct? And 2 people are aware of that. Now, how many people in Universe 7 is left? At this rate, 5, correct?
Android 18, Gohan. So okay, so
There's
Android
6.
there's 6.
6? Okay, so there's 6 people in your universe. And this, whatever is hitting you, it has power to knock you back. Meaning that you could possibly get knocked off of the arena. So if you have 6 people left in that universe, and you warn them all to not, stay on the outside, but no, this time you went to go hunt.
Oh my God, we don't have enough time in this podcast. Just get to the point. Jesus Christ.
Fine, skip it.
Oh wait, I forgot about Frieza. There's 7. If wait, is this pre-Piccolo?
Roshi, Tien,
Oh,
Piccolo,
Pulse Piccolo.
Like, dude, just
You
take a.
just say Krillin?
Yeah, Krillin's out.
No, he's gonna be.
He said who's out.
Tigger, I need you to do me a favor. When you say this is my issue with the episode, keep it concise and quickly. You literally just recap the entire episode.
Can we just skip this? Let's just carry on.
No, like, I want to hear your opinion,
spent
but it
15
doesn't. It doesn't require this much time. We're literally 16 minutes into the podcast. I've plugged my Patreon, the YouTube channel. I've yet to talk about OGM. That's coming soon. And we've done all this talking, but you have yet to bring up your, actual gripe with the episode. Because all I did was challenge you slightly. You crumbled on, one thought, and then now you've been taking 15 years to get to your other thought. I just want to know what you have to think, man.
So to summarize it all, I just think that it was stupid for them to attack Goku and Universe 7. That's really it.
The answer is plot convenience. The other answer is it's the most opportune time to do it. It is.
But if you have an invisible man and somebody you cannot see, there's no need to fight.
There is no need to fight in an endurance game. However, you also lose if everyone else stays around, right?
Hey, but guess
Last
what?
time I checked, Universe 7, how many universes are left? 3? Robot Group, Jiren and Pals, and Goku and Pals. That's all we have left, dog.
That's it.
So let me just put this correct for you. You have Invisible Boy, Shadow Man, and essentially Retard. That's what we're gonna call the bug, a retard. So essentially, none of your guys are heavy hitters. They're not. And Universe 7 is tired. They have the biggest number. If there was ever a time to all right, well they're tired, time to move in and take a nap, it would be now. No, it was just they bit off more than they could chew. If I was in this situation, I'd do the exact same thing. Yeah. Especially if my squad is invisible.
But hear me out. You're correct, but the way they executed it was stupid. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
it's
course. I will not argue with you that the episode made it look incredibly dumb. But if you look at it from an actual tactical advantage and realistic standpoint, they made the best move they can with the cards they had available.
Well, that's okay. I don't necessarily see that, but
Because here's the deal, right? This is a discussion for the podcast. It's fine. Because podcast is not a streamline of topics. It's just a discussion through all of us here, really. So let's do this. If it's a death match, right? Because this is a death match.
Correct.
They can call it whatever it is. It's a death
Yeah.
match.
yes.
So here's the deal. They can't hit your little bug dude or they'll kill him, correct?
Correct.
Fantastic. Invisible Man and Shadow Dude, Bugman and Invisible Man are interchangeable. Now, they can be either one works with the Shadow guy. So him popping up and showing himself early, not a big deal. They're interchangeable. If one gets knocked out, one gets knocked out. In fact, one's easier to see, so that works, right? Ironically, the Invisible Man is easier to see than a tiny bug, but nonetheless, Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. So the question remains
plot.
this. Yeah, plot. The question is still simple, right, Chica?
Go ahead.
If it's easier to see, right? And again, Universe 7 is tired. They are tired. Goku had to, again, go blue after being tired of being an Ultra Instinct. after achieving blue, he used a lot of energy. The only people who aren't tired in Universe 7 are, if I can remember correctly, the only people who are not tired are androids 17 and 18 because they can't tire. Frieza because Frieza's been minding his own business, but Vegeta is...
Or some people say, in a corner jerking off.
Frieza's in the corner jerking off to Goku and Pal's working hard trying to win. That was perfectly fine. On the other note, though, to keep very much in mind, Goku is their nuclear warhead. Vegeta hits hard, yeah, no one will fault him. There's plenty of guys in this tournament who are just about blue level. So, yeah, Vegeta's cool. He's not taking out Jiren by himself anytime soon, right?
Correct.
So, you don't gotta worry about Vegeta. The others are 17's blue level, but again, if Vegeta's not taking out Jiren by himself, your darn Toon 17 ain't either. So Goku's the heaviest hitter, and he is whooped out. He is tired.
Correct.
They don't know you exist. What's the harm in trying to take them out now? You give yourself away to the other universes. You also get rid of one of the biggest threats.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I'm just saying, like, the way they executed it was stupid. Like, they made the Invisible Man seem stupid. They made the Bug seem stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the tactic. That is a great tactic.
Also, can you take note of the fact that this is not you taking. It's just you just brought this in my head. Can we take note of the fact that when Goku punches Goku broke the ground that he wasn't supposed to be able to do at the beginning of the tournament? So here's the deal, right? Wasn't that ground supposed to...
It's a stronger version of Kachin.
Well, isn't it supposed to be where the God Instructions couldn't break it? Okay, so God Instructions couldn't break the ground that Goku did in base form just now. How strong is Goku currently?
Over God Destruction level.
Okay, in base, apparently.
Well, yeah, in base.
Here's the bigger argument.
Worn out and while tired out of his ass.
Can we just talk about this simple concept here? When Whis was all like, oh, there lives a universe where a mortal is stronger than a god, Whis needs to suck himself off. Because he is stupid.
Isn't an angel technically immortal?
No.
Okay.
Not even.
I mean, I don't know big ones.
How are they immortal?
I mean,
think of it, though.
we don't know their life. We don't know enough about an angel to know. All we know is that they become inactive when their God Destruction dies. We don't know that they actually die or not, you know? There's not enough there.
At the moment, there doesn't appear to be any being strong enough to take out an angel other than Zeno and the Grand Priest.
I get
And
that, but like,
possibly Jiren.
my thing is, like, we don't know if they can die either.
That is true. For all we know, they might be eternal.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, don't fault the kid just yet. Okay, so here's the deal. I want to bring this topic up now. Can Goku defeat Jiren in Ultra Instinct form by currently?
No.
Are you sure?
Currently, he might.
No.
What makes you believe this?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, what makes you believe no?
Well,
Didn't Big Man say no also?
Earlier, but I changed my mind.
When Goku was fighting, when Goku was fighting Kefla, his attacks were ineffective. And then
No,
later on in the
it was
episode,
only
we saw his
one time it was
Kamehameha.
ineffective.
Oh yes, and then we see his Kamehameha do damage. All right, so I think the first time Goku was fighting Jiren,
No.
Jiren was holding back still.
Okay.
You know, he slipped up when Goku hit him that one time. I'm gonna call that a slip because when Goku did that little blast thing and Jiren was on the floor, Jiren blocked Goku's punch at the end. Jiren looked perfectly fine.
Well, let's dissect two things there. One, Goku wasn't not attacking effectively against Kefla. That's a falsity right there. Kefla took the first knock away that Goku did to her when they both were falling down, got up and said that didn't hurt at all. However, later on in the episode, Goku literally hops behind Kefla, hits her with the might of Zeus 17 times in the gullet, and she needs to recuperate for 5 seconds. Goku crashes at her, and then she panics and like blocks him and is like, alright, what is this? So Goku
She
was
did that thing I do to you in Xenoverse.
So Goku was legitimately hitting her hard AF. Because Kefla had to block and panic at how hard he hit her. So yeah. She freaked out how hard she got hit. You can miss me with the he isn't hitting that hard. That was at that one moment in time. And Goku quickly adapted. Miss me with that. 2. Jiren might have slipped up, yes. However, when has Jiren ever slipped up in this tournament? When has he ever? Jiren has been sandbagging, yes, but Jiren has been out to literally win the entire time.
He slipped up with Hit.
No, he didn't.
Did he?
No, he didn't. Jiren dogged on Hit the entire time, and Hit literally used a technique that requires you to stop, like to literally land a blow on an opponent that they could not have any conceivable way stopped from happening. Because all Hit did was make contact with Hit. All Hit has to do is make contact with Jiren, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how does Hit's powers work, Tigger?
He uses time skip.
No, what else? What other ability does Hit have? Because don't forget,
He can put people in time loops, and he had that barrier.
No,
when he
no.
was fighting Goku.
you forget Tigger's his initial ability when we first meet him. It's pure progress. We get in Xenoverse 2. Hit
Yes.
progressively gets better as he fights an opponent who are higher than him, correct?
Correct.
If fighting a Kaioken Goku can add 5 whole seconds to the time skip,
Mm-hmm.
he fought a Jiren, my boy.
And he
I don't care who you are.
You saw that. When
As
he
you
didn't-
fight Jiren,
Oh,
you progressively
saw-
get
okay.
stronger, right?
Yes.
So I'm saying Hit effectively acclimated faster than anyone could ever see coming to hitting Jiren once. And he didn't land a blow that could hurt Jiren either, though.
But is
All he
Hit
did was
Ultra
stop
Instinct Goku
Jiren.
level?
Huh?
Okay, hear me out. Is Hit Ultra Instinct Goku level?
No.
Okay, then what makes you think that Hit would be able to do that to Jiren?
Okay, you don't understand, do you?
Hear me out, but, like,
no,
hear me out.
no. Let me ask you. No, listen to me. You listen to me good.
Go ahead.
Is Hit Super Saiyan Blue Goku level?
Mm-hmm.
Then he should be able to do that to Jiren. If
Explain.
base form Goku can touch Jiren and it not affect him, if God Goku is worthy of a finger of Jiren, but Blue Goku punches Jiren and Jiren goes flying, then yes, Tigger. Hit, who progressively gets better, could land a touch on Jiren. He didn't hurt Jiren. He didn't knock Jiren off the edge. All he did was do what, Tigger?
Put him in a time loop.
Which
Yet
means
again,
all he did was what? Touch him.
Yeah, sure.
There is nothing there that would state that he was Ultra Instinct level. What are you talking about?
hear me out though.
Okay.
If I punch you
Yes.
and like you didn't see this technique coming, would that be a slip up?
Sure.
Thank you.
However, let me ask you a question, Tigger.
Mm-hmm.
If you're progressively attacking me, trying to land this technique, because that's what Hit was doing the entire time,
Mm-hmm.
is that a slip up when you progressively get it on me, even though you're progressively getting stronger and faster throughout the fight?
But hear me out.
But that's the fact of the matter is, Tigger. It's not a slip up. That's just the situation of the matter is, he got touched by a weaker opponent, whose opponent's ability is some hacks. That's not Jiren slipping up, which does not prove your point. Even if Jiren slipped up and Goku touched Jiren and it hurt him, Jiren still got hurt by Goku. There's no way you looked at it. Jiren got hit by Goku and it hurt. This is a Goku who is starting to understand Ultra Instinct, Tigger. So, even if somehow you're right, and Tigger, you're not, but say you're right, right? Oh, Pride's back with that echo. Oh no, he's not. His mic. Oh god, his thing's doing echoing. For the sake of those in the
I don't
podcast,
hear it.
I hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna hate me, but can't help it. Podcast. Here's the deal, right? 110%. Here's the situation. Goku versus Kefla. Goku is able to hit hard AF while in Ultra Instinct, correct? Jiren blocked Goku at the end of it all, but that Goku ran out of Ultra Instinct. He tapped out.
Yeah.
So that don't mean much.
Mm-hmm.
Jiren flared up his aura to stop at Goku's momentum, who ran out while punching. So, that being said, I'm gonna go with no, Goku can't feed him off effortlessly, but I think a Goku can take a Jiren currently in Ultra Instinct. I'm not even wanking Goku. I'm just using what the show gives me as an offer.
Okay. So reason correct.
You see what I'm saying?
So,
Remember, Owl, that Goku, every time he tries to tap into Ultra Instinct, it gets harder every
That's
time.
what Whis says, but that makes no sense. I've already told you. Whis doesn't know what he's talking about.
Why?
Fine.
They're leaders of the
Whis
universe.
himself even said that was Whis himself even said that was an assumption.
Yes. Also,
Okay.
keep in mind, it's an assumption. And I keep telling, which Fry brought up a good point last podcast, if you were there paying attention, about the fact that, yes,
I was there.
he said, Goku cannot enter Ultra Instinct off sheer willpower alone anymore. It needs to be your opponent who Goku cannot handle in blue. Or Blue Kaioken. He has to be forced into the state of Ultra Instinct, right? He can't
Yes.
just turn it on. Makes sense,
Yeah.
right? Cool. Guess who
makes
Jiren
sense.
is clearly above?
Yeah.
Okay then. So guess what he's probably going to do if he fights Jiren?
Alright, I got you.
Second.
That was last podcast.
Second, let's do this real quick. Let's just do this real quick. Just for the side point. We says it gets harder each time to go on Ultra Instinct, right?
Correct.
Let's label the 2 times Goku has gone Ultra Instinct. Literally a do or die, get erased by your own technique situation versus an opponent far superior than you, or a kick to the back of the neck. I don't know about you, but this kick to the back of the neck, that don't reach nowhere near. I will be erased by my own technique if I fail. Just gonna throw that one out there, bud.
That kick should have killed him though.
How?
Like logically, ow. You know how Vegeta chopped Trunks in the neck? This is the
And
same
it didn't
situation.
kill him.
But he should be dead.
This man. Anyway, that being said, right? That being
He
completely
should be dead,
said,
I'm saying.
whatever.
Next
Being
topic.
Yeah, that being no, we're going to keep on this because we haven't gotten everyone's opinion. It just had to debunk. Tig is like, no, Jiren's still above it. How? And I show how he's not, and how Hit is actually like, that was gorgeous. But I want to show the point how like Hit isn't like completely out of his league, and Jiren like underestimating Hit, and that's how he got hit by Hit. Which that sounds stupid out loud, but like Hit's ability is he gets better while fighting. It would make sense that eventually, if the fight goes on long enough, Hit would reach a point where he could either touch Jiren. That's all it would make sense to being. Heck, Goku was able to touch Jiren in base, and that's because Jiren let it happen.
Oh yeah, Jiren just stood there like a beast.
It doesn't take much skill. Does it? No, like, off yourself. Jiren is not as strong as you think he is, Tigger. Apparently. Also, Whis is stupid. That's not even the point I'm trying to say. Whis is still dumb because Whis says there exists a universe where mortals are stronger than gods of destruction. Yeah, it's the one we're living in now. If you doubt me, I have so much. Like, we live in one where Goku is stronger than Beerus. At me on Twitter right now. Anime Goku is stronger than Anime Beerus. Missing with your manga wank. It's the factual situation on the matter.
I'd say Ultra Instinct. Yeah, probably.
No, Blue Goku is stronger than Beerus. Facts.
I don't believe that.
So in the anime, right, when Goku's
Maybe
fighting,
Kaioken.
no, when Goku's fighting Beerus in the anime, right, and it's Super Saiyan God Goku. Beerus is going about 80 while fighting Goku. He openly admits about 80, right? So,
In the movie, it was said 60.
I will check your Twitter.
even if he counted 60, I'll check it later. Even if he counted 60, let's just use logic and reasoning right now, because I love this. If you count it as 60, the difference between Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God is Jiren fingering Goku. Sounds weird. Blocking Goku with a finger. The difference is Jiren blocking Goku with a finger and Goku actually being forced to, like, how do you say it? Jiren blocking Goku with a finger and then having to dodge and block. That's the difference. The leap from Blue to God is so substantially huge, it would close the gap between Goku and Beerus no problem. I'm not even counting that. I think Goku could beat Beerus. Definitely in Blue, possibly Super Saiyan 3. God Goku can beat Beerus currently. Because everything in the anime is canon. There's no part of the anime that's filler. Even if it feels filler, no part that's filler. Which means the fight between Goku and Beerus, when Beerus was getting excited, pretending to be Monaka, and Goku was in base, clashing with Beerus, having no problems, and they were going to destroy the Earth, Goku is relative to Beerus, in base form now. There's no way around it. There is no, oh, well, maybe he was lowering himself. Beerus had the energy that he has when he gets angry and serious in a fight. Which means Beerus was fighting an opponent worthy of his time. Which means base Goku is at least, if Beerus is at 100, base Goku is at least 60. which is just using scaling from blue to base, Goku is stronger than Beerus. Plus, Goku currently is far stronger than Beerus. There's not a doubt about it. And then using what Bigum said earlier about the Kachin situation, God's instructions aren't supposed to be able to break that. Goku broke it in base.
But it was shown 3 gods of destructions just casually fighting.
Yeah. Then they reinforced it. That's why. Because they reinforced it afterwards. To make it stronger so they couldn't just easily break it.
Yep, and then Goku
this
just
is
decided
almost
he
at the
wanted
end of the
to
tournament.
smack it.
Pride's back. Welcome to the podcast, Pride.
Just so you know. Also,
Or, as I like
oh
to
yeah,
say,
hello by the way. And,
Goku
the thing is,
Smash!
but the thing is, okay, Austin, you made that excuse, but the arena is the same density all the way through. It's the same material. It wouldn't make sense for them to make it out of something else.
Which means,
Wait, what?
like, the arena is
Doesn't
this.
that mean Daemon
it's the-
would be as strong as a god of destruction?
Yeah, this is what the show's telling you. That's how retarded it is. Yeah.
Yes, anybody who can break the stage is stronger than 3 gods of destruction fighting.
According to the show.
Yes.
I like it.
Which
And
means,
anybody who can beat somebody who's that strong is also in turn stronger.
which Goku,
So,
in base form, has done it casually. 3 times
Does that mean-
back to back.
Wait.
Reused animation or not, he did it. Which would arguably mean Goku is stronger than Beerus. Not in base. I don't think in base. I darn near believe in Super Saiyan.
Does that mean Jiren has the power of 10 god of destructions?
Oh,
Since he did that much. Since he did that
Essentially.
you're trying to smack the whole crew.
I honestly gotta believe.
Because-
Okay, well, Pride, you kind of missed it. We're currently on the topic of this. Can Ultra Instinct Goku, as he is currently, defeat Jiren in a fight?
I'd say probably not, just on the fact that, or correction, if he doesn't think about what attack he's going to use, yes.
Yeah. I
Because
don't.
that's the drawback to Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're messed up. But Goku was able to, like, he hit harder, because later in the episode against Kale, I mean not Kale, Kefla, he stopped and wrecked her physically. So,
Right. The only attack he thought about was the Kamehameha.
which again, that makes I didn't kill her, which is a smart thing to do as a man who has literally, I don't know, god retard strength, so that's a thing. But that's what Ultra Instinct is, it's retard strength. At me, Twitter.
Here goes the thing.
was
Confirmed.
that I actually did ask you on Twitter.
Like, on the topic of, like, the arena, though, on that, and how we were talking about Goku in base form being stronger in Gods of Destruction, I want to correct a former thing that we said. Nobody in this tournament's fodder off that.
Yeah.
Anybody who can compete with Goku in base form can already smite a god.
Yeah, which is, it makes no sense logically speaking it out loud. But according to the show and its own rules, Goku was stronger than Beerus after the Universe 6 tournament. Because-
And mind you, what form did Goku use to equal hit in this time? Oh yeah, regular god. So that means anybody who was able to fight Goku in regular god
Is stronger than
would
Beerus.
have smitten every god of destruction combined.
Which is why I bring up this argument back to where we were before. Because this is just a fun topic to talk about, because I do like these little discussions. We don't really do these in podcasts ever, but a podcast is just us talking and just discussion anyway. But again, because I want to get your opinion on this, Austin. After the evidence that we presented, do you still believe that Goku is not stronger than Beerus?
I don't know, did Beerus learn Ultra Instinct? You know, that would...
That would even up the playing field. But,
It's very implied that, like, a god destruction hasn't mastered it, but that doesn't mean they don't know how to use it at least as effective as Goku is right now.
apparently, yeah. But so,
And especially if you read the manga.
I know. So, Austin, I ask you, because again, this is all just to prove like the point of Goku in the anime is stronger than Beerus. Do you still think not though?
I only think Ultra Instinct is. That's it.
Really? Even though like they were fighting,
Maybe Blue
and
Kaioken times 20.
I honest to God believe that Goku can beat Beerus in base currently. That's not even me wanking Goku. I don't like Goku like that, but I will openly like look at it and go, yeah, Goku is about Beerus level. Like there's no. Like, I need you
Did
to.
he get afraid of Super Saiyan Blue Goku times 10 Kaioken?
Yeah, he did. But that's. He was like, he's gonna use that on me, and he started sweating. But even if you don't look at it like that, I'm gonna ask you
Exactly.
also.
That's why I think times 20 is probably stronger than him.
But
It's
then,
just
again, Goku currently is stronger than he was in that arc, right? Because Hit is not even like God level to Goku, but that's the point. Goku's gotten even stronger than since that argument. I mean, since that arc. So, and at the end of that arc, Goku fought Beerus in base, and that was a while. It's been a while since we saw Goku fight Beerus ever. And Goku was fighting Beerus in base form during that arc, like shortly after. And I think 2 arcs beforehand, he was fighting Beerus as a god, and they were clashing. Now, Pride, in the anime, what level was Beerus fighting in the anime? Because you remember it better than I do. Was it 60 or was it 80?
70.
It was 70. Fantastic.
It was 70. Because the way I remember this is the interview with Akira Toriyama.
Uh-huh.
God Goku in that arc was a 7. Beerus was a 10, and Whis was a 15.
Okay. So, no matter which Goku's rival than Whis at this point, ironically enough, according to the story. Like, according just to the anime, not the story. Because in the story, Beerus is stronger than Goku. Yeah, in the story. But, according to what the anime has showed us, using the logic that the anime provides, at the current moment in the anime, Goku surpassed Beerus after the Universe 6 tournament. No, correction. According to the anime, Goku surpassed Beerus when he got blue.
Well, okay, like, the boost between Blue and that, it wasn't enough to worry Beerus. Beerus was worried about Kaioken.
Which
So,
I'll agree.
the difference
But
is
according to the show, the difference between Blue and God is massive.
It's either that it's massive or it doesn't stack. It could be God is a 20 time, like, let's just say this, like, base Goku's a 10. Then God Goku would be if you doubled that, and then just, this here's hypothetical. And then Super Saiyan's just taking the base and then raising it to a higher power than God was.
We need numbers, dude,
So-
because this is not effective.
So, okay, base Goku 10, God Goku 20, and then God Goku, or Blue Goku would be 23.
I personally believe, because of what the show is showing me, that base Goku 10, God Goku 20, Blue Goku 40.
Pretty much. That's what it wants to heavily imply. So the only way that you can rectify the way that Beerus acts himself, because he saw Blue Goku, he wasn't worried about Blue Goku.
He was worried about
He
Blue
wasn't worried
Kaioken.
about Blue-
Unless we're interpreting it wrong, and Beerus is already scared of Blue, and that's why he freaked out at Blue Kaioken. Because he was like, really? He was going to use that on me? Like, that's the only way, like, I can see that. Because according to the show, that's how it works. Like, the gap is that huge.
I mean, like, whenever Beerus freaked out, I'm like, okay, well, that's the end of Beerus being a threat.
Yeah, so, like, I really do believe, and this is, like, in all honesty, like, the realest deal of this is that, like, Blue Goku is stronger than Beerus. Like, current Blue Goku, no matter how you look at it, he's stronger than Beerus. Without Kaioken. God Goku is stronger than Beerus. I could argue that all day, but Blue Goku is stronger than Beerus. There's no way around it that I can see. I know someone watching the podcast is probably going to, like, argue with me in the comments below, but if so, in the comments, let me know if I'm crazy. But, like...
Actually, do discuss this. I'm also very willing to talk with you guys.
Because in the lore of the show, it's different. Like, yeah, in the lore of the show, of course Beerus is stronger than Goku according to the lore. I would never argue that. I'm saying using the show's logic, Goku is stronger than Beerus.
I mean, if you use the show's facts and shit, obviously he's stronger, but lore-wise, no.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, if you use the show's lore, Piccolo's a freaking genius.
Which he honestly, this episode, yes, he was. I rewatched it before the podcast, and this episode, Piccolo did absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay,
Kwame was on some B. Kwame was on some B, dog. You can't sense how tall your opponent is due to their energy, and even if you could, Goku and Powers make their energy the size of a skyscraper. A little bug like that could make kids phenomenally the size of a human being. So
right,
there's.
but here goes the thing that I'm making here, the argument I'm going to make.
All right.
You couldn't sense Invisible Dude's key, What makes you think that this invisible guy would be that inept at it?
Okay, I hear you. I fully hear you, right? But we have characters on our side at varying levels of skill and ability all the time.
Now, the thing I'll give Piccolo, like, I'm not forgiving Piccolo for the bug thing.
Because?
He's not stretching his arms and trying to get back on stage.
No, if he tried, yeah, but at that point, look, dude, the way the bug hit him, there was no way he was getting back on stage. Granted, the show...
He could have grabbed Gohan and taken him with him.
Whatever. The way the bug hit him, there was no way he was getting back on, dog. Like, I'm sorry. Quaman is just he's on some other bull this episode. I'm sorry. Quaman really is.
I like the way that...
Huh?
So the way that Vegeta got hit by the
This man got knocked off by a bug.
Basically. Because there's no way, dog. Like, Quaman's on some other bull. I don't see this, like, any other way.
Okay, Quaman's a Piccolo fan. I can get why he's upset. Okay, just like I'll leave it at that.
Oh, your fanboy feelings need to get out of the way of just actually, like, if you're... No, like,
Yes.
this...
Hey, okay, it was a rant video. It wasn't him really applying logic. Okay?
I get that, and I fully understand it, but Quaman's audience doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I know. Quaman's audience is
like even as like a YouTuber of my size, like I know for a fact that my audience
what's really bad is how fast Piccolo almost figured it out. Like if you went back and watched the episode, you saw how low that chop was to the ground.
Whatever.
You see how like the little dust was kind of floating there.
Yeah, he was getting smart. He was figuring it out. If he existed for a couple more seconds on the stage, he would have been like, bug smash.
Piccolo would have figured it out, but no, since Piccolo was gone, we had to give it up to 17. Anyway, I think that's enough currently. Well, no, we're almost done with Dragon Ball as a topic because we've been going.
No. I need to tell you something super important.
For the podcast?
Yes. So you know how like I told you that Ultra Instinct Goku would lose to Jiren?
Mm-hmm.
Ultra Instinct Goku would he would dominate Jiren. And I have proof.
Explain.
Okay?
Explain.
So I'm gonna put a picture in the Discord.
I mean, I guess I could pop this up on screen during the stream. I mean, not stream the podcast. I didn't expect to do this today, but you can just say the words out loud for the people at home who don't know. This is a podcast.
So what happened was when the episode 109, when Vermouth went to Jiren and was speaking to him with whatever that was, whatever it was.
Telepathy, yeah. Let's go. Because gods can do that.
Yeah. Vermouth said, Jiren, the time for saving your strength is over.
Who the hell is Vermouth?
Yeah. Okay, that's the clown.
That's the construction of
okay, but
Belmont, you mean?
Belmont, yeah. Whatever.
Belmont, but okay, Nigga, I'm gonna fix your idea there. What he meant by it's time for you to stop saving your strength, he meant actually get involved in the fight.
Are you sure?
He hadn't been fighting the entire time, and then it's
yes, he did. He bodied
KO.
Kale.
Okay,
and he had Machikayo.
Okay, he bodied two characters that were fodder compared to him.
Nope, we've just talked about fodder in the show.
That's what I'm saying.
He said compared to him, I know.
Yes, I said compared to him specifically.
And this further proves why
but
it was.
I'm saying, I'm going to say right now
that
it's very much highly implied that Jiren was not. I'm not going to say Jiren was given 100%, but Jiren was not babying Goku. Jiren was not sandbagging.
He gave Goku 100% at the moment whenever he said, Saiyan, this is your full power. Okay, the heat is your limit. Body.
However, at that point, that's not even a fair situation, because Goku had just ran out of it. He ran out before the punch even connected, which means Goku was not even able to, there was not even a fair situation to analyze there. You know what I mean? Goku had lost the form before then. So, that being a thing, which ironically, that's ironic that Goku lost the form at that moment in time. But, that being the thing...
Quite convenient.
Yeah, I know. Jiren was scaling up Goku, and Jiren was compared to, you can even use the same concept that Beerus did, and Beerus was a 70 and God, Goku was Beerus was just 70% God, Goku was going all out, sure, whatever. At that point, Goku has not only gotten stronger, because can break what I can't say it. Bigum, say it please.
He can break
Kachin.
Kachin, thank you, Bigums. Our resident Japanese speaker, ladies and gentlemen. Our resident Herms, if you like geekdom. No, oh my god, but no. Kachin is like, you know what I mean? Like, Kachin is like the thing that he broke. And Goku's currently like...
This previously established indestructible metal being broken left and right in this tournament.
By just mortals. So, Whis is on some other bull. Like, oh, there exists a universe where God... Like, there's a mortal stronger than a god of destruction. Yeah. We're living in it. Like,
so are a lot of other universe. So are a lot of other people from the other universes.
It's like, what is... Like...
Arguably, since base Goku now can do it. Oh, wait, never mind, I'm wrong. I remembered. You gotta use your argument there.
This means
Base Goku now is stronger than base Goku who enters the tournament.
No, base Goku now is stronger than base Goku who entered the tournament. Which is why I feel Goku can body Beerus. I feel they're fodder again. Goku, they reduced everyone back to fodder. I genuinely
They had a moment of life. I'm sorry.
I do believe Goku. Away from you. Yeah, Goku. Goku now is stronger than Beerus, dude. There's no way. Like base Goku, yes, but like even if that's a maybe for you, Blue Goku is a definite. Super Saiyan Goku is probably a definite.
Owl, do you know what this means?
What?
Since what I just showed you.
Goku going Super Saiyan God means that Goku went Super Saiyan God squared. Have fun with that concept.
No, that means that Blue Vegeta
You need to stop, Owl.
would be to make Jiren go at least 30 or 40%.
Yeah.
When you actually think about it.
Yeah.
That means pride. Your boy Vegeta is somewhat decent. Have a nice day.
No, you know what this really means?
The next thing is I've also said that I've started becoming less and less of a Vegeta fan.
Do you know what this really means?
Thanks, you guys.
You know, you know what's really ironic though if you think about it? This Vegeta, current Vegeta, honest to God, can body Beerus in blue.
Yes, he can.
Goku can do it in base, we know for a fact. Beerus can do it in blue. Not Beerus, but Vegeta can do it in blue.
Yes, Beerus can beat Goku in blue.
No! I'm saying...
Super Saiyan Blue, he body Goku.
I'm saying anime Vegeta and anime Goku can totally take down a Beerus. Like, Goku can probably do it in base. I can confirm Goku can do it in base. Or at least give Beerus a challenge in base. I cannot prove that Vegeta can do it in base. I'd argue that he'd be somewhat capable. But I know for a fact he can do it in blue. Because Vegeta's been flexing that time chamber.
Okay, but like the episode that you guys keep going for to say that Goku equals Beerus, like in base form, Beerus was having to fight in a way to not completely destroy the suit.
I hear you. However,
so that means he couldn't release his full power.
I argue that that's a good point to make. However, Beerus was having the time of his life, wasn't listening to Whis telling them to stop, and argue that last point there, which is most important. Beerus was constantly destroying the suit. Goku had noticed, and Beerus' ears and tail was pointing out.
And?
So which means he was not fighting, whatever. Beerus was probably, again, I'll say that...
signature headbutt.
You can say Beerus wasn't going all out, but I'm also going to say Goku wasn't either, because Goku was in base. Beerus can't transform. Goku can. Fight's still even.
Yo, real quick, take note that Jiren has unstable energy. Or like his energy, his ki is out of control.
I'm gonna be so real with you. It would be retarded. It would be genuinely stupid to think that Beerus is always going all out in every situation ever. Because that would mean that Bulma is god level after facing a slap from Beerus. Like, no, I would never. Oh, whatever. No, alright. I think that's enough Dragon Ball. I think we should get on to our next topic for the day. Is everyone good moving on?
Why, Bulma?
Is everyone good on Dragon Ball Super? Are we all satisfied? Have we had our fill? Your silence is a yes. This is a dictatorship. Alright, moving on.
Oh, you bag.
I just got here.
Whatever, moving on. Dude, it's been 40 minutes. It's almost been an hour of a podcast, and we've discussed Dragon Ball Super only.
Okay.
Yo, we've been playing Rocket League for an hour.
Okay.
Yes!
So, like, do you want my answer?
Dude, I swear
I was out shopping for my mom's birthday, okay?
Okay.
Which
And
is
your mother is a
tomorrow.
lovely woman Shout out to your mother. Hopefully she sees the podcast and she can see happy birthday or whatever. But
No.
I know, right?
No.
I know, right?
She doesn't see the podcast.
But-
she doesn't know that such dirty heathens are wishing her happy birthday.
Oh my god! Whatever. That means.
Hey,
It's true.
I'm not dirty.
Oh, but you are a heathen.
Oh, you know what? I would agree with you under any other circumstance if I didn't say go check our chat. The not suitable for work folder. Who has the majority of stuff posted in
Yeah.
there?
I think
I
currently
know
Bryce has him
Joke
beat.
stuff there.
Bryce has him beat. Sadly. That being
Yeah.
said,
That and there's somebody brand new here who has me beat.
My bad. Who's drawn the most?
the dude knew who has Bigum's beat.
New dude. I didn't put any of my stuff in that folder. What do you mean?
However, I will argue that Bigum's is a dirty heathen because if you guys would link to Bigum's Tumblr, it'd be in the description down below.
You wouldn't.
I would not. Oh man, but if you guys, but dude,
we're gonna get a link to that.
no.
I need Big Man's Tumblr.
Oh my god!
Yeah, give me the
I think you can find a way to ask for without being such a creep.
I mean, dude,
Okay.
And
I don't listen to me. I don't think there's any way to
Nigga,
say.
you do not need to become the next nation, okay?
I don't.
I promise I won't come.
Okay.
He won't ask for porn. He'll just look at it.
That's what I'm saying.
Here goes the problem, Kuko, okay? You just said, find a way to not ask for my link to literal porn the drawing without sounding like a creep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I just want to. I need. It's
This
for
is-
educational purposes.
I have lost full control of this podcast. I know this.
It's
Well,
just
you might as well enjoy the ride.
Oh no, we're wheeling this bad boy back in.
you know who you are if you do watch
It's
this
when you said it was a
podcast.
dictatorship.
Total pest about it.
All right,
Like,
so
holy
check this out. We're
fucking
back.
shit.
Podcast back on. Check this out. Here's the deal. So recently, actually, I think today, we started up the Mafia channel a second time. Now, for those of you who are not subscribed to the Mafia channel, go fucking subscribe. But those of you who are not subscribed to the Mafia channel, please do check out the link in the description down below. That being said, we had to start the channel a second time. YouTube, for the love of God, we will make a virgin sacrifice. We will sacrifice, Tigger. I almost outed a lot of virgins
No,
in our
Big
group.
Man's a virgin. Leave me alone.
Jesus
okay?
Christ! If I go out of my way not to out a virgin, Tigger will make sure that I out him in the end anyway.
Everyone already knows that.
Big
I
Man's
know.
a virgin. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay,
cool.
and
We'll sacrifice a Bigums if you guys, for the YouTube gods to be happy. We'll sacrifice a Bigums for them to not take down the channel a second time because we need our.
I can multiply, so you have fun with that.
That's a thought process I never have because I just imagined Osmosis Jones from that movie from being a kid, and now I imagine
that
Bigums.
movie's deep, yo.
I now
Like,
imagine Bigums
that
splitting
blue man
apart.
fighting the black man, low-key dope.
Oh my. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, retards. I can't.
Let's see here. Is he going to get control back of the podcast? Find out next time.
I will legit put you in AFK so I can control this podcast. You can F off. You ain't any
Wait,
nonsense.
why would you put me in AFK?
Cause you have it coming.
Sacrifice pride.
We had
have
to.
it coming?
Moving on. We had to make the podcast. Oh, we had to make the OGM channel a second time. So if you guys want to check it out, please do check it out. We're trying to make that happen and make it
Godline
work again.
strike.
Oh my God, Tigger, I will murder you. That being said,
Fine.
I will put you in AFK. I'll put you in the corner right now. I'll play this game mid podcast. Okay.
I'll
then.
be right back.
That being said, I do believe. You think this is Game Boy?
I wouldn't laugh right now if I were you.
That being said, moving forward, I do want to talk about this concept recently for us is because we as a squad have been facing gaming fatigue a lot. I have faced so much gaming fatigue that I've made one of the cheesiest builds in Xenoverse history. Be
And
sure.
I helped.
I think you mean that you abridged it.
So let it be known that this build I've come up with will be on the channel hopefully around Monday or Wednesday. I'm trying to get it out by Monday. So the podcast
I'm
will be.
invincible.
Yes.
If you can't
Listen to me.
touch me.
We're working on it. The podcast is currently being recorded right now on a Sunday night, so by the time you guys see this podcast up, the video should be up. But if the video is not up it should be up yesterday. But if the video isn't up yesterday, you should be able to see it tomorrow. Yeah. The future's weird like that. Anyway, I just want to get that out of my chest. So, facing gaming fatigue and trying to make games more interesting and more fun for us, the topic is here. How do you have fun in a video game? Or how do you have fun in Xenoverse depending on who you are? Because for us, as a unit, we have fun in this game by not playing the game properly.
Rock, paper, scissors, and multi-lobby.
AKA playing mind tricks, AKA shoving the bathtub my ass.
What is he talking about?
What?
What are you talking about, boy?
It's all your fault now. No, it's all your fault.
Wait, what? You
It's
can
all
miss
your fault.
me with your pedophile no jutsu, Tigger.
No homo, but like, when
Wow, and he's supposed to be your son?
No, Owl, you're cheesed out of this world, and I can't play with you anymore, because I'm afraid I'm gonna get bagged.
Alright, so for those of you who are unaware, which would mean anyone watching the podcast ever, why did I even say that? Essentially this is the deal. Me and Tigger played a game of Xenoverse 2 earlier today, in which the build I was testing to make sure that it worked perfectly fine and functioned accordingly, right? Again, you want to test your sword. This idiot. I want to make sure I test my sword before I use it in battle, correct? You want to make sure that your thing is of value before you try to sell it to the masses, like a normal person. So I fight Tigger in Xenoverse 2. Now, while fighting Tigger in Xenoverse 2, I use the build. Tigger loses outright. Now, Tigger gets upset, but Tigger does not lose without trying to use his own great value version of the build and still gets defeated by me due to the fact that his isn't working. Tigger takes it upon himself to just replicate the build exactly, or near exactly, in which he loses again, and his response was to rage quit, because you did rage quit.
I didn't know.
Now, I invited Tigger back after, and Tigger's response was, I'm not fighting you again, goodbye.
Chat's full. We can't get Austin in here, the chat's full.
Oh, how is it full?
Someone else joined and took his spot.
No, he's in here. How you like me now?
How can you do that and I can't?
Because my PP is the biggest.
What?
My PP is the biggest I can do that. So Tigger got defeated earlier by the build and tried to use the build against me, and it didn't work out in his favor. Threw the world's most awkward hissy fit, and then proceeded to talk to us today about how I cheesed him, even though he used the exact cheese back at me, in which it was what they typically call a fair playing field. Because according to a man named Pride, who said this a few days ago, if everything is cheese, nothing is.
How does that make? Huh?
Okay, if everything in the world is cheese, then nothing is cheese.
Because
If everything in the world... Okay, like, if I had to take this from being cheese, if everything is something, nothing is special.
Okay.
which means
Thank you.
if you're using cheese and I'm using cheese, then no one's cheesing, Tigger. It's just a fair match that you lost.
Fine. Be a douche
It's just
about
a
it.
different... No, you can't call him that.
I don't
You were
care.
also doing it back.
I just...
You can't restore your honor.
You
I
can't.
once thought for a living. Does that sound like honor? Big fella.
Which is
Well,
ironic
it
because
sounds
it's
like that's exactly what you're trying to restore. But
Like-
at the same point in time, you're also actively cutting your own foot off.
like
don't care.
it's such a weird situation because of the sheer fact of the matter is you try to cheese me with the exact same thing back at me, and before you started going, well, no, I wasn't. You openly said, "How see how you like it," in which I said, "Bet," and I made you look stupid.
You loved it, man. Which makes it even worse on me.
Because guess what? I'm not bad at this game. I don't make a build unless I know how to counter it, baby. You need to know who you're dealing with.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
pretty bad
what
at
if I made the Ultra Instinct build and gave it to that guy?
with me, huh? Big fella?
Oh god, that's where he put like. I don't know if he'd be useful, but that'd be interesting. Is that Taffy's like shape-shifting ability? Is that what that is?
It wasn't, but now it is.
Okay. Okay. So
It
yeah,
wasn't, but now it is.
just make him like
Taffy can
all blue
shape
like
shift.
Taffy. Just make him all blue like Taffy. You can
So
get away with
give
it.
him blue skin and stuff.
Yeah, you make him all blue like Taffy. All you gotta do. So that's that. So back to the actual topic.
He's blue in a couple months.
In fact, here's an insult. How to take an L for the podcast. Tigger?
Don't rage quit.
Like, honest to God, Tigger. Let her take an L, dog. Like, if you... Thank you. I
I
honestly...
got pissed off.
My deal is this, dog.
I didn't win. Faggot.
You wanted to win and you couldn't. You know why? You didn't lose because I had better gear than you. You didn't lose because I had the better stats. You didn't lose because any of these things. We had similar.
Because you're retarded at making a build like somebody.
Yeah, you didn't lose because of any of these factors. You lost because you went up against me. And the difference between me and you is just between God and blue. Bars. That's just the situation, dog.
I think you mispronounced Yamcha.
But yeah, like honest to God, dog. So anyway, I do want to touch on this topic now because we're just gonna make this a thing. I'm gonna make this a thing, and I hope you enjoy. Are you ready? How to take an L. Like, let's let this be a topic because I think in life has given all of us an L at some point. Some of us more recently than others, Tigger. But life has given us all an L. Dude, we've made it we're in the hour and 5 minutes part of this podcast. I can throw all of the shade.
Can I, point something out?
Yeah?
I was talking about L's right now, and he just took one.
Facts. We're playing Rocket League. We're playing Rocket League during this podcast for those who don't know. That's the thing that we do.
Now watch as he takes it with honor.
Yeah. But, okay.
Exactly, he took it with honor.
Here's the
And then
deal.
I went in like a little bitch, pointed out.
But it's a victory, dude.
Damn.
My deal is this, dog. If you lose in any situation, learn from taking that L. If you can't, why you took an L for no reason, and now you look stupid.
Dude, I get L's handed
However,
out daily.
Chief
I
refusing
learned
to talk.
from very small now.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why you keep taking so many. You ever consider that, bud?
I think it's a race thing. Do you have a thing against Middle Easterns?
No, I don't.
Is that
I
it?
don't.
Yes, you do.
You know, in all honesty, he beats me just as hard as he beats you.
See, what?
Am I an abusive lover now, friend, master? What is this?
Well, I mean, is the answer all the above acceptable?
Oh my God! All right, explain yourself.
Try to excel in the chat.
Explain yourself. No, I want to hear it. Explain yourself. Mid podcast. Let's do this.
Nope,
Come on,
try to excel in the chat.
Big
That's all I'm saying.
Kyle. Big Knave. Come on.
This is the deal. So Chief just joined the podcast an hour late, which I recommend just talking, dog. It's not awkward. They see your name if they're watching YouTube videos, so it's just kind of a weird list of people out of nowhere. Anyway, it's not on. So that I recommend just talking, but that's his point. Chief made up a very good point of how to never take an L. No, I'm sorry, not how to take an L. How to take an L, and that is to never hold one. So there you go. Just never hold an L and you're fine. That's how you learn how to take an L. I personally believe that you gotta, if you've never taken an L, then you can never be a boss. You have to learn how to take an L. That's just life in general.
What if you were Jake Paul, huh?
Even if you do take one, take it like you won.
Take it like you want. That is how you say it. If you do take an L, just pretend like you won. Take it like you
I got my ass kicked, but I'm still better than you.
No, not even that. Take it like an L. No, you took an L, but take it like you won. So that means congratulate him on his W. Yo, way to go, man. You did pretty good out there.
So,
You know how
I won by being a beta male. I like it.
Oh my God.
You know, what's really bad is, in that case, Tigga, they still would have won more than you.
Because you did not take it like a W. You took it like an L still.
And
Yeah, I
now
figured
we
like
have
that.
Taffy's shapeshift into a Saiyan.
That is something I hate. The fact that that's truly a thing that you can do now. I'll hold that.
It
up.
was your idea.
I know!
It was your idea.
And I'm still upset by it. So, that being a thing, I do want to just get to one of our closing topics here. Just because, we're getting closer to that time anyway. And the closer we get to Christmas, the more we have to talk about it. And it's an hour and 9 minutes into this podcast, so we probably should say something about that. For those of you watching, Christmas time is coming up.
Somebody's gonna get cold.
I know.
And
It's
his
the
name-
most...
His name's Al.
Okay, I'm a good boy.
Al
I
is
am
getting
champion
nothing but cold
Christmas.
from me.
I'm
According
real
to
good at
Twitter,
being
I'm
naughty.
a very good person.
I'm good too.
Okay,
I'm just
yeah.
really good.
Twitter, now?
I'm really good too. I'm just really good at being naughty.
Twitter, I'm nicer than you.
It's good at being naughty a thing. Like it's,
Then
that's
me?
what.
Hang on, then me?
No, then Owl.
Oh, okay, understandable.
Whatever. I'm good at being naughty. I demand my respect. I'm one of the most honest person in this podcast. I am the most honest. Nah, I feel like I'm the most honest person in this entire podcast.
Excuse you?
I am
Am
the
I not-
most.
I'm a very honest person. What do you mean?
Am I just not
That's a
here?
lie, big man.
Big
not
man,
a lie.
why do you lie about lying? It's such a weird thing to do.
I
Like you
don't lie
think
about
you can at
lying.
least be honest
Like,
about
he does
that.
a little voice every time he lies. He's like,
Yeah, Bigum's lying voice.
I don't
Okay,
have
but,
a
like-
lying voice.
You say while you're that's how I imagine Tom to sound. When you do your lying voice, that's how I imagine Tom to sound. It's manly, but it's a hint feminine.
What do you mean a
it's
hit
like the
feminine?
kaiju thing.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
What do
Like
you
he
mean?
drags out, he drags out his words, and then he just like slowly says them.
Oh yeah, speaking of kaiju,
One syllable word.
I don't even know what you're
That's
talking
alright.
about.
that's
I'm
alright.
a very honest being.
Okay, so speaking of kaiju, let's do this. This is very important because hyper. This is not.
Kaiju.
No, this is not an insult at hyper or anything right now. Kaiju uploaded a video today. You guys should. I don't recommend checking it out yet because I haven't seen it myself. I don't want to lie to you. Don't. But that being said, I have recently been in contact with hyper, right? And it has not been unpleasant. So that's the thing. Because last podcast, I openly say I didn't like the guy. So I think that it's openly fair to be like, yeah, didn't like the guy, had a contact with him that wasn't unpleasant. Went as far as to help him with with Sony Vegas, which is the editing. Yeah, so I went as far as to help the guy, which, I mean, I would do that to anyone, to be fair with you. That's not really just... But, yeah, I feel like that's a lesson there that should be shared on the podcast, is even if you don't like someone, don't be a dick to them.
Just help him out.
You're making a critical error!
Am I now? Then explain it.
Smite me once, shame on you. Smite me twice, I'll smite you.
Okay, seems legit. That was exceptional. That was exceptional, both in podcast and in game.
blame is the Jews.
And like that, you earned the corner mid podcast. I am so proud of you. Way to go, bud.
Wait, what did he say?
It's
He
all
said-
good, Chief. We'll tell you after podcast.
We said he can only blame the Jews. See, here's the issue. He can't join this chat if he wanted to, so he's stuck. You should have thought about this.
Okay.
No, he said
It was over before it began.
Listen. He can't, like, this. You think this kid would learn? You think he would learn?
He's in the intersection.
Yeah, like, he can't come in here now. He has actively kicked himself out. You do know this, right? Like, mid-podcast. He's done this. I hope those of you who know at home, I have a Discord server. In my Discord server, we have different levels. The corner is a special place that you go when you say something stupid or ignorant.
That's why I haven't been there
Let
yet.
it be known, I'm tweeting that out, but it was your idea.
What? Oh no, it's not. Don't you at me on that. Welcome back, Tiki.
Oh, I added you because it was your idea.
You mo. So
It was your idea.
let's talk about this.
I was just making a saying with a derp face just because I was bored, and you said it's and then you proposed the idea of it being Taffy trying to shapeshift.
You can f
You
off.
even told me to make him blue like Taffy.
Oh, you f off.
It was all your idea.
It's not my fault. Quit blaming me for the Holocaust. Jesus.
Oh my god.
How is Taffy the Holocaust? He's harmless.
Alright,
is
so
hideous.
hang on, no.
That's a honk. That is not a re. But you titled that video re. There's a lot of JoJo's characters, like a JoJo's fan. So if you put a bunch of R, if you put R and a bunch of E's, they would get re. But you say eh, which would be a bunch of E's and an H. I thought I'd let you know. I've been
I know.
been holding on to that one for a hot minute. But I was also debating putting in your comment section, is that a mother effing JoJo's reference? But didn't ever do it. Didn't do it. Because Taffy's dumb face bothers me.
Okay, Okay, so I know you're
Original
not on
Cassie
somebody
or
with
Saiyan
spelling.
Cat?
Oh, what are you talking
I know
about?
you're not
Pride.
spelling to somebody right now.
What are you
Mr.
talking about?
Contar
Your point being,
and Mr. Response.
that's how response is spelled. Look at the video. What are you talking about? Response is spelled that way.
Did you just change the spelling?
Look, what are you talking about? I have no clue what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Just so you know, I have a screenshot.
I'm sure you think you do, but I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
No, I have a screenshot in my pocket.
I'm
Do
sure
not
you
try
do,
it.
sir. I'm sure you have a
Yeah, he said his
screenshot of
pocket.
nothing, sir.
Screen out screenshots. Better run away.
You see, boys, if you're gonna lie in a believable way.
I don't want to be.
I never lie.
You lying mofo! Just lied to me about lie.
Oh, you're making mistakes.
Oh, don't go there. You know I'm an honest guy.
Like,
Biggums,
Rocket
you have actively lied to me on multiple occasions. You can fade me.
Hell, I've never lied to you.
You can fade
Neither
me.
have I.
Can we still blame the white privilege?
No.
Yes.
I'm saying the truth. I have never lied to Al.
Explain.
For the most part, I
Never
don't
lied
think
to
That's a lie and a half, and you know it, Pride.
No, Tigga, I've lied to you.
I honestly feel like
You.
I
That's
like-
hilarious.
I feel like everyone
But
has
I
lied
have
to me.
never lied to him.
You are lying.
I
You've
have
never lied to me.
you.
I have never
He's
lied
lying
to
right
you
now.
because I have respect for you.
Really?
I have
You've,
that level of respect that I'd rather tell you the truth, even if it's something painful.
I have never inherently directly lied to you.
I've never lied, period.
I have lied through my actions, not directly
Okay,
lied.
okay, no.
I have-
Everything else I was letting you get away with.
I have lied through my actions. I have.
That one.
Huh?
No, Bingham just said I have never lied. No, get out. No.
That is corner worthy, Biggums. That is actually corner worthy. That is corner worthy.
No.
Biggums,
Upgrade
this
Bingham.
on podcast, on record, the first time we've ever had two people sit to the corner in podcast, and the first time Biggums has ever been put in the corner podcast. That's the first time Biggums has ever been put in the corner. That's the first time you've ever been put in the corner. We're just breaking records tonight, boys.
You know, might as well make
Worst
the next record. What's gonna get Austin in the corner?
Breathing, apparently. No, honest to God, Bryce got put in the. Oh, Bryce legitimately got put in the corner for breathing.
That's right. Oh, I remember that.
It was all like,
Is that not really that much of a liar?
yes,
You are a liar. What are you talking about, Biggums?
you know, okay, no.
I actually do it sometimes without noticing.
I will openly admit, Biggums is a liar.
Yes.
Biggums is an honest liar, whichever that means. But Biggums is Biggums is a liar. But Biggums is also a hypocrite. But he's an honest hypocrite, and that's the fun part. Like Biggums will not like something, and he'll openly be like, "Okay, I don't like it. I don't really have a full reason for not liking it, but I don't like it, and that's just how I feel about it. I just don't like it." It's like you can't fault the man.
Okay.
But Biggums will make a statement that's like, "Okay, it only applies to this situation," and then it'll be a hypocritical statement. And you can point it out, and Bigum's like, yeah, I'm a hypocrite, but I'm an honest one, and I can't fault you for that. Like the whole, if you show off your midriff as a dude with the Amy battlesuit thing, and then Tom, you're like, you got me, and you openly like, yeah, you got me, but my argument still stands. Like that's who you are. And I'm like, I cannot appreciate that more, because it's like, all right, I have my bias, and I will openly admit my bias, but that's it. That is my bias, and I will shake nothing from it. So, I respect that. Ironically, I respect that more than being a factual person. Weirdly enough, I respect a person who is willing to admit. I know. I'm saying I respect you for being a factual, straight up person. But even you have a bias that you have biases that you admit to. Don't even pretend.
I know, but still, fuck are you?
You're not
I'm
even-
buying clothes at the soup store.
Nani? Nani?
Yeah, I'm honest where it counts. Like, I'm extremely petty, and I will let it be known. I'm petty as fuck.
By the way, for those of you watching the video on Bigum's channel, I want this to be a thing. I'm throwing shade right now at Bigum's. If you watch Bigum's video called Now or Even, he didn't include the clip of it. We didn't include the clip of it, but Bigum's actually did start that. Like, I grabbed Bigum's after he grabbed me twice, and then grabbed him a second time and said, now we're even. And then he
Wait a
grabbed
minute.
me a third
I
time and
actually
said,
started
you started it. You grabbed me 2 times. I grabbed you twice afterwards, saying, now we're even. And your response was, no. And then you grabbed me and said, now we're even. And you started that mess. That is not me.
Okay. So,
You
like,
started when we were playing as Nappa, though. I think I remember.
I was getting even from the last round, you douche. So, what the... All this started from Bigum, so I want you to fully understand. By the way, I won the last round. I'm totally lying. I was not getting even. I just kept it going.
we've had one man just sitting in the rafters the entire time. Chief, present yourself to the audience. We realize it is an hour late, but you know you have an introduction now.
No, I'm gonna... No.
You know what? I'm actually going to own that title. I'm owning that title.
What, honest hypocrite?
Honest hypocrite?
Oh no, the other one.
Liar?
You'll see.
Honest
Because
liar?
I'm changing my nickname.
Oh no.
Oh,
He's
no.
changing his nickname.
It's going to pop up mid-podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Look at your phones right now. Please pay attention to this beautiful moment you're about to witness. Honest liar.
Honest liar.
that is the title, man. That is...
I mean,
It's not incorrect. That's just a really weird oxymoron.
like,
He's an honest liar.
it's like saying you're a humble pride.
I am indeed an honest liar. I'm honest when it counts, but I will lie about absolutely everything else.
I don't believe your name is Bigums. I was a child watching my favorite YouTuber, Bigums the Big Man, and I finally got him in a podcast with you today. Bigums, tell the people.
Oh, remember when I said I was petty? My mature blog is public due to the fact that I'm a very petty person. It became public out of spite.
Now, can we... I know your mom doesn't watch the podcast, your YouTube channel, right?
Nope.
So can we
I've
talk
shown
about
her
the fact...
some of my videos, but I haven't shown her she doesn't watch my YouTube stuff.
Are you down to talk about the fact that your mother has a DeviantArt? And follows you on DeviantArt?
She does not follow me on DeviantArt.
She does not?
DeviantArt.
Really?
She has a DeviantArt now because she likes art and she's aware I have one.
But does she know of your, like... Does she know that you post on it?
Yeah, she knows.
Does she know of your, like...
She even asked me what my page was.
Did you tell her?
Yeah.
Does she... So has she seen your page?
Yeah.
So annoying, man.
But she doesn't, like, follow you or anything.
Doesn't follow me, but she's
Okay,
seen my page.
Were you an honest liar in that situation?
Yeah. No, I wasn't even lying in that situation. I was straight
Oh
up.
God, you idiot.
I don't upload the bad stuff to DeviantArt. What do you think this
You
is?
retard.
Oh my god. That's been
And even if I do, it's censored. And if you don't have the safe search turned off, you ain't gonna see it anyway. And if you do have the safe search turned off, good for you. It's still censored.
So,
Why? Because I find censoring things fun. That's why I do it.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the podcast on that note. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a subscription. And please check out the lovely people down below.
Censoring the podcast.
I think, look, man, we're ending it on that note.
Unnecessary censorship is best censorship.
We're ending it on this note. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been an hour and 23 minutes. It's been a fun time. We discussed power scaling, being an honest liar.
Jewish people.
It's like he wants me.
Yes, that dude.
You know we haven't talked about in the podcast? We didn't talk about that time I chased the
Jimmy
dude. We did not talk about that dude,
Jimmy
his mom, and
Jonas.
his girlfriend. We never talked about that on the podcast. He knows my YouTube
Oh
channel.
God.
He watches my YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even... I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know I'm talking about him right now. Pride. I want you to do your best telling of that story. We're going to end the podcast on that. You do your best story, like telling of the story I told you during Bigum's stream. About the dude,
Alright.
his girlfriend, and his mother.
Okay. How many words do you want me to put in? How many words are left?
As much as you need.
Okay, as many words as I can. Hi, my name is insert name here. And I'm gonna smash your girlfriend. But before I smash your girlfriend, I'm gonna smash your mother.
I can't argue. I can't argue. I
Or
have.
as I like to call him, hello, my name is Cuckboy Supreme. Would you like to sleep with my girlfriend?
Look,
Oh,
he doesn't
you're
even.
going to sleep with my mother instead. You're actually going to sleep with both. I'm okay with that.
He
Well, I
did
am Cuckboy Supreme.
He knows about
It's
the mom.
It's
He
not
knows
really
about.
good anyways about my mom.
The best part is he knows about the mother. He doesn't know about his girlfriend. That's the most ironic part about all this.
It's
You
just,
think-
it's just a. Why you give my girlfriend head?
I had this wicked dream last night.
Okay, Bigums.
I got.
Okay, Bigums. Okay, we have to leave it where he can kind of figure it out, not directly tell him. Hopefully, I bet he's long forgot about it. Honest to God. The best part about this is I'm going to see him tomorrow in college. So I almost said his name.
That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
The podcast goes up on a Tuesday. I don't see him for the rest of the week. I am safe. Finals are the week after. I have nothing to fear.
I am Cuckboy Supreme.
Hope you guys enjoy the podcast. It's been Owl and Fam. We outie.